Aries reading for this weekend, and well, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you come across it, there is most likely a message for you in this video. However, originally this video and reading is created for last weekend of October 2022, and this is for Aries. Hi, my name is ReGina. Welcome to this video, welcome to my channel, the channel where I post different reading videos, tarot reading, oracle card readings for different signs, for all signs and twin flames. And this is only a second video I'm recording, second reading video I'm recording for you Aries. So this is all. I've worked professionally doing readings for about like 14 years, so I'm not new to readings, but to presenting them kind of like this on YouTube is kind of new. Still figuring out the schedule and everything like that for this channel, but I'm glad to see you here. I think that's all intro I have for this. And yeah, if you get some valuable information in this reading, click like. So if you just like the video or like my beautiful background, that's my artwork, by the way, then like the video. And yeah, I'm gonna use oracle cards. I'm gonna pull 3 oracle cards for you Aries. I'm gonna shuffle those in, and also I use cards that fall out. Here's one that fell out. A winter with a unicorn. Who doesn't like unicorns? I mean, if you're on this channel, I'm assuming you like unicorns, or you are cool with unicorns at least. Positive, open. Okay, let's see. Emotional healing is the second card. And connect with nature. All right, let's see what the overall messages are. I find it very interesting how you guys have each card in kind of a different color range. Like there's a variety of colors for messages overall. Let's see. Let's start with winter. This basically is a card giving you kind of a timeline for something, and winter it is. This could have a couple of meanings. Basically it can tell and say that there is something that's going to happen in winter. If you've been wondering when is it going to finally happen, winter is the answer. But the other aspect and message of this card could be that there is a winter in some situation in your life. And what I mean by that is, just like in nature there are different seasons, there are different seasons in different situations, relationships, just life situations overall, work environment, and you may be in that phase of, like, you know, especially if you feel like nothing's moving forward, everything's kind of stagnant in one place, and so then this may mean that there is a winter time in this situation, and to just, you know, not rush anything, not try force something to happen if it's not moving. Maybe just relax and think of this time as a winter time in this situation. It does kind of talk, it does look like there's some kind of situation in your life that you're like, that has put you somehow or forced you in a way into a healing mode, because the next card is emotional healing, which is basically saying that there's some kind of healing happening. Something happened, and whatever you're going through right now is you healing, is part of that process of healing. And healing can look very different for different people. Healing is not always so nice. as it may seem. You know, it may seem like, hey, if we are healing, we're just getting better and better. But sometimes healing means like being messy, or something, some situation being messy, us being complete mess. Because sometimes, you know, when the wounds are open, I mean, it can be messy. And sometimes when the wounds are open, something happens in our lives that even more, it adds kind of like salt to wounds that makes them hurt even more. And then it may seem like, how is this healing when it's getting worse, or when it's feeling like it's worse? But sometimes we need to get to the root of whatever the root cause is, and need to dig deep. We need to clean the wound before it can fully heal. And we can only clean the wound if we go deep as possible. Otherwise, it can get infected. And then healing can't happen. So if you're going through some, or especially if you're going through some very intense emotional turmoil or something like that, then just know it is part of emotional healing for you. And yes, emotional healing, or any kind of healing, at first may get worse before it gets better. And the third card here is connect with nature. And this card usually comes up with when there is a need to really balance yourself, your life, your situation. Yes, it's always good to go out in the nature. That's part of being humans and connecting with nature. Not overspending time indoors and not going outside, but also spending time out in the nature, and having that balance, indoor and outdoor, is always a good idea. But at this time, especially considering that there is a card in your messages in the reading for you about emotional healing, I would say that it feels like it's important as part of your healing process. It's important to spend time in nature, and spend it alone and without electronic devices, because that's where you can connecting with nature, being out in the nature, and just listening to nature's sounds, and just listening to silence, and just being with your own thoughts without having earphones on, listening to someone else. And so that's where we can often find some answers and gain some clarity about some situation of our concern, and something like that. We can it kind of balances also out. It helps us humans to, being out in the nature helps us humans to also balance out our energy where we are at, and allows us to ground ourselves as well, especially if you walk on the ground with bare feet. It helps with grounding, and just allows that emotional healing. I mean, emotional healing can happen also without going out in the nature, but it enhances, being out in the nature enhances that healing, everything natural, because emotions are something we can't really see. I mean, emotions can be caused by something we hear, something somebody does or says, by some physical action, activity, but emotions themselves are not really visible. We may feel completely sad and upset, yet we put a smiling face and as if everything is fine. And maybe people will think that everything is fine, but we inside, within ourselves, know and will know that we're not fine. We are sad. So it's kind of like it's an energetic thing, and it's a very natural thing because it just happens. I mean, babies are born. It's a very good example. They can't even talk yet, but they express their emotions. Smile, laugh, cry. Like those are emotions. Yes, we can hear them. But something happens within them before they start to cry. Like there's emotional reaction, interaction happening, and it's natural. And so going out in the nature, connecting with naturality of nature, helps to balance emotions and allows for some clarity come into our lives. Helps us to clarify something, bring some solutions. Anything can happen when we are, the more in tune we are with ourselves and then also with environment around us, and being in nature is the best way to be in sync with, like, naturally, with something that is also natural. We often have answers within us, or we can hear them, we know them, we hear our gut feeling, our intuition out in the nature by ourselves. Allows us to hear it much better. There's no outside noise, there's no electronic noise of other people. We can hear it better if we allow ourselves to hear it. So, yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Click like if you got some valuable information in this video. If you like my vibe, the vibe of readings, the vibe of me delivering or delivery of reading messages, and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you hopefully in some future videos.